Тут. Что ж, мы остановились от того, что мы приехали в администрацию, да? Ну что? Играть. Продолжим 4-й эпизод. Наверное, середина уже 4-го эпизода. Сейчас конец уже будет. А там 5-й пройдем. И финал. Заебись. Уже забыл все. Синяя борода убийца. Ну хер с ним. Хер с ним. Точно не знаю. Но у него ножик все время в руках. Тра-ля-ля хотел убить. Кровожадный мудила.
I don't care who killed the prostitutes. If Crane was helping himself to the community coffers, it means his hand was in my pocket, and you just let him go!
I don't know what you heard, but it didn't happen like that.
Are you denying the facts?
She's denying me the chance to get a word in. Now, Miss White,
Sheriff Bigby has returned.
Ah, there's the old wrecking bowl himself.
Bigby, where have you been?
I'm not finished here, Miss White.
You will have to wait. Just one moment,
Я в прошлой
please.
главе вроде карты
Look what I found.
смотрел.
Seems your dog wants a biscuit.
Какой говнюк.
Buffkin, get this piece in the mirror right away.
With pleasure, Miss White.
Finally, things are swinging back in the right direction. Good work, Bigby. You've been gone all day. What did you uncover? I thought you were going to report back to me. I mean, it's fine.
I had to get real persuasive with the Jersey Devil down at the Lucky Pawn, but he told me that the Crooked Man's door,
И это
wherever it is he hangs his hat,
вселит нам
it
небольшие
moves.
проблемки.
It's some kind of magic door.
Do you think the mirror will be able to find the door once it's fixed?
That's how Crane did it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Excellent work. Really.
Sheriff, I could use your assistance. Would you join me at the mirror?
Пошли.
Don't go
Всем
far,
нужна
Sheriff.
помощь.
I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah? Take a number.
I don't understand. This piece just doesn't want to join the rest. Do you have any idea why?
Got me.
Наверное, неправильно собрал.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know. So this process can be a little touchy.
I found it in Crane's coat. Last person I saw with Crane or his coat was that psycho Bloody Mary. Maybe she had
Ah, yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help.
You weren't sheriff.
It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready. Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh, he doesn't like being spied on.
If you ask me, you're everything that's wrong with Fabletown.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Нет, не
Buffkin's
спросил.
still working on it.
Чинит.
He said it might be a while.
Whispering, I take it. If you're so self-reliant, what do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want is my business. I paid
I can't take those two right now. We're trying to catch a murderer, and they're
Пиздят.
over there bickering about bureaucracy. We're at war. Don't they realize that?
Do you need some help over there?
Yeah, thanks. Go talk to Toad. But just so you know, we can't pay him. He really needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be done with it, okay?
No budge on that bloody glamour. I only came in to see about it.
So,
Дешевый
come here.
чар.
Thought I made myself very
Ага,
I
все, ты
see
на
how
ферму
it
идешь.
is. Passed off to an underling, eh? Why am I not surprised? Well, you did cause what damage brings me in here, so maybe it's for the best. Just need a little bit of dosh to cover it. I tried talking to her about it, but it's like chatting up a brick wall, it is.
Да, потому что ведешь себя
Now, I'm
как
sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff, but I've
Да,
taken a
знаешь,
real
что
wallet because of you.
Now that we're not in his shop, what more do you know about the Crooked Man?
Don't try to change a subject on me. I need a little bit of that walking around money, you know? My cost, total, the gaping maw in my wall. Any of us sound familiar? I'm not looking for a handout. Just what's right. I need it, Bigby.
Ну да.
Here, Crane won't be getting any use out of this. Will that do?
Crane's money, eh? Well, I suppose that means it belongs to me as much as anybody. Thank you, Sheriff.
Use it to get glamored, Toad. I got the money now, so I won't be so lenient if I catch you again. And the farm is always on the table.
But of course.
It's vitally important.
Чара, иди. Покупай.
Bluebeard, you want to talk? Now's your chance.
I've just made my donation funding this office, so direct your questions to Miss White.
Well, at least he's not trying to get rid of me.
He's not?
For now. Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, but glamours are the law for a very good reason. You know that as well as anyone.
Toad won't be a problem. I'll see to that.
Are you sure? Because he left looking pretty happy.
Я ему дал денег на чары.
Fine, we'll deal with it later. I know I should be asking how it got like this, but I just keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand or if it was one of his goons, but someone did.
If there's one thing I figured out, it's that the Crooked Man is all about control. It's what he does with the loans at the pawn shop, the magic he peddles, chains, ribbons. Maybe Faith and Lily weren't doing what they were told. Or maybe they just tried to leave.
Sheriff, Miss White! I believe the mirror is repaired.
I have to say I have been better. But thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I have to know. Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
Are you really sure you want to see him?
Ну раз уж загадал,
You
да,
will get
посмотрим.
on that plane to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep. Otherwise, I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute. Someone's
Кто
watching.
узнала? Опять сломали.
What just happened?
We pointed you in the wrong direction and looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her. That explains the sting. I'd rather not have to feel
Хватит
the
плакаться.
pain she
Мы тебя
brings.
собрательно должен.
So, let's not do that again, okay?
Looks like we'll have to track him down later.
You're right. We need to focus on the immediate threat, and that's the Crooked Man.
Crooked Man.
Bigby, we don't have a lot of time.
Just show me where I can find the Crooked Man.
I haven't been feeling well of late. Seems neither of us can cooperate.
Damn.
Perhaps I can be of assistance? Mirror, mirror, keep us sane. Show the door to Crooked Man's domain.
I can always count on you, Buffkin.
Задрал уже с своими стихами серьезно.
I don't recognize the door, but that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
The door. It moves.
What'd I tell you?
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Bigby, wait.
Что?
When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. We can't just dispense street justice. I know that emotions can run high.
I'll catch him and bring him back here, alive. and we can clean them and cook them
Мне
together.
кажется, мне там пиздец.
Good. I have
Seriously.
enough to worry about here while I prepare the case against him. So I'm going to trust you to handle this properly. That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I got no other choice.
Класс. Что-то скрюченный дядюшка реально был похож на короля. Вот серьезно. Ну, очень был похож. На короля отца Веры. Давай, заходи быстрее, 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 быстрее. Залезай. Пиксели просрали. Куда уходит?
Tim, what the
Ты
hell are
такой?
you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny Tim. You'd think I'd have outgrown that centuries ago.
What?
I know this isn't a social call, but I'm just watching the door here. Then again, I guess I don't know what else I should have expected.
Hold on. You've just been waiting for me to show up? You knew I was coming?
Да.
That's what they told me. I don't know, they said you made it pretty clear.
Кто это такой?
I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do. Please don't make this hard on me.
Fine. Lead on.
Кто ты такой, блядь? Тим, я что, должен узнавать каждого персонажа из сказок, что ли, или что?
Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess
Может,
it
это
up.
кольцо дает власть над
I know
королевством?
I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard, or an escort for that matter.
You shouldn't be here, Tim. This place is dangerous. Especially for someone...
Блядь,
like
кто
you.
это, ебать? Ну, серьезно, кто такой Тим? Ну, что вы меня бесите-то? Ясно, про него ничего не скажешь, да? Кто такой Тим? Хрен его знает.
It's not like that. Whatever you may think of him, he doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just
Скрюченный
keep
дядюшка.
that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each
Очень
other,
много грязных дел.
the rest of Fabletown is gonna get caught in the middle.
I understand the position you're in, but you don't have to do this. There are other things you could do.
So it's just that easy.
Maybe not, but you don't want to be a part
Он
of this.
приковывал там в своей лаборатории.
A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office.
Да, всегда
He's
готов.
there. We need
Дать
you,
долг.
but we need
Ты
him
будешь
too.
должен до
What
гробовой
we
доски.
don't need is a war. Hey,
Война не
Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Can't you just wait up, Sheriff? Thanks.
Am I some kind of a fucking joke to you? What did I tell you, eh? Stop laughing at me.
Tell me who the fuck is back there.
I ain't scared of you.
I don't exactly know. I just mind the door.
You need
Boss is there.
He'll come
I know
around.
that much.
And like Crane before him, I'm sure he will prove himself quite handy to have in my pocket. Either he's smart enough to see this is for the best, or dim enough to do as he's told.
Bloody hell! This fucking guy!
Где скрюченный дядюшка? Ведь у меня все висят, братья. А, вот и ты.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
I'm sorry, sir. He wouldn't let
It's all
me.
right, Tim. I shouldn't have expected the sheriff to give you respect enough to do your job. But you did fine. You can go now.
Серьезный разговор.
Everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it.
Ну-ка, почитаем про скрюченного дядюшку. Потому что это по-любому он. Что это такое? О, Господи. Можно было нажать. Ладно. Господи, кто это такой, блядь? Ну, что за сказки, хрен знает откуда.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Great deal to discuss. Хороший вариант. Вот это хороший вариант. Мне понравился. Итак, финал. Финалочка. Что же будет в финале? Ну что так долго будет?
I've heard stories about you. In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it.
Ну что, прыгнем?
Oh
В
well.
колодец? Очень интересно. Try to remove the ribbon. Don't go too far. Keep on first. 43% лита сигарет. Ну что ж, конец. Так, сейчас финалка будет. Давай. Я хочу уже пройти эту игру, узнать, кто убийца, узнать, кто за всем стоит. В принципе, зачем скрюченному дядюшке подставлять Крейна, а потом отсылать его в Париж? Незачем. Значит, это третий? Синяя борода? Блять, я не знаю, он единственный остался. Есть, конечно, еще дровосек, но, блядь. Вообще дровосек, получается, единственный связан с двумя жертвами. Он вызвал к себе Веру и ебал эту. Не, ну есть вариант, что они сами себе голову, конечно, оторвали. Это бред полнейший. свинья же это сделал. Я уже склонен подозревать всех. Главный вице-президент по финансам. Охренеть, что за должность. Что это за фотографии там лежат? Интересно мне очень. Очень интересно, что это за фотографии лежат. Быстрей. Господи, у меня... Резьба 7 быстрее грузится, чем это дерьмо. Оптимизация просто и звук плохо сделана. Волк-одиночка. Начать эпизод. Ту-ту-ту-ту. Ту-ту. Ту-ту-ту-ту. Ту-ту. Подозреваю, что в конце на меня откроют охоту все жители города. Типа задел на вторую часть волка. Которая же не будет. Блин, жалко, говорю, эта компания развалилась, группа разработчиков. Очень жалко. Но они не должны были выпускать эпизодами. Ну серьезно. Ну не должны были выпускать эпизоды, они должны были выпускать цельные игры. Они зачем-то эпизодами все выпускали. Как будто кто-то будет вот проходить. Ну отбивает это охоту. Конечно, будут люди проходить, но каждый раз вот так вот смотреть на это... Не очень хорошо. Я согласен, что можно делать такие разрывы, типа
your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Загружаешь игру, продолжаешь ее.
Not if I can avoid it.
Единственное, что меня смущает, что их приносили. Приносили к участку.
No.
Вот кто это делал, кто приносил? Вот возможно, они ленточки
Holly's
сами
sister,
порвали, но вот кто приносил?
Lily.
Не, ну это бредово выглядит.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Отрывала голову. Не, ну тебе точно пизда, я не знаю.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Да он не придет живым. Ну что за бред такой? Он не придет.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Great deal to discuss. Нужно обсудить личную сделку. Никаких сделок. Самая любимая часть этой игры, вот реально. Заставка божественная. Можно сегодня в библиотеку сходить. Отдать книжку. Как раз, наверное, сейчас закончим последний эпизод. Все сделаем. Волк-одиночка.
You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
I'm here for one
Он не знает,
reason.
как со мной
That's not to
разговаривать.
eat your fucking food.
Он не знает, как со мной разговаривать. Поэтому он мне предлагает какое-то дерьмо.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Хочешь, чтобы еще раз себе на поебал дал?
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff.
Интересно, у тебя
How
проститутки
you
работают с
certain this
ленточками
isn't
на
some
шее?
conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
I already know who did it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen, but who do you think committed these crimes? It's been a long couple of days for you. Perhaps you've become somewhat unscrewed. Nothing.
Так, подожди. Кто такой Джорджи? Кто такой Джорджи? Храбрый Джек. Яган. Кровавая Мэри. Док свиное сердце. Джерси. Крошка блять. Дровосек мира, красавец, чудовище, жак, Полин, Кабот, Бафки, Фэблтаун, Фера, Мастаки. Кто такой Джорджи? Так. Тогда спросим у него. Братья? Вряд ли. Джорджи? Ну зачем убивать своих проституток? Потом подбрасывать мне. А зеркала были? Я не помню, что были зеркала. Кровавая Мэри. Зачем ей это делать? Типа она слишком очень кровожадная или что, блядь, я не могу понять. Зачем Снежку убивать? Я ни хера не понимаю. Я просто, блядь, ни хера не понимаю.
You've come a long way.
Братья не убивали точно.
You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Спрошу у него напрямик.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing? Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business? You're gonna tell me right now who killed him?
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No. I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than a...
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Так это все-таки он.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Это из-за его магии.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
Так. Главное меню. Окей. Я хочу увидеть удивленное ебало скрюченного дядюшки. Я это хочу увидеть. Но зачем он это сделал? Они ищут кольцо. 100% они ищут кольцо. Но не могу понять, почему кольцо оказалось у Виры во рту. Почему они его не забрали тогда? Типа, он не знал, что они его ищут или что? Почему они так раздрозненно действовали? Братья хотели найти что-то у Веры, хотели что-то отыскать у нее, а этот просто взял и убил ее. Почему не допросить, почему не найти ее, привести куда-то и уже там разделаться с ней? Я не знаю. Как будто каждый понял по-своему реально указания и начал действовать. Что за бред-то?
You've come a long way.
Да, можно это пропустить, кстати? Я что-то не знаю. Так, настройки. Управление. Первый раз за всю игру мини-паузу, ускорить шаг. А, все, Shift.
You must be tired.
Да, блядь, нет.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Да. Почему она не работает? А, это ускорить шаг, блядь. Все ясно, я что-то проебался.
Please, Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Это как-то я не знаю.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
I already know who did it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen, but who do you think committed these crimes? It's been a long couple of days for you.
It was Georgie, all right?
Well done, Sheriff. I'm sorry I doubted you. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right, bollocks this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage?
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of here.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I told you.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ах, вы твари. Против всех сразу, да? Со всеми разберусь, каждый по очереди. Еще один
You're
портал.
done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Опять крем, да? А зачем так-то, блядь?
Oh god. Oh.
This way.
Думали со мной договориться? Хрен вам, я всех вас заберу. Все будете сидеть, мрази.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Брала мне прямо в лицо. Барыга. Лицо прямо брала. Говорила, что не знаешь, что это сделал.
that?
What is that?
Take him off!
I can't!
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Right. Fuck it.
Так, сначала Джорджи, потом скрюченный дядюшка. Вообще охуели, что это за заклятия такие, блядь? Нахуй мне не нужно смотреть, блядь. Нет, давай машину исследуем. Разъебан, да, ничего не выроним. Все, пошли. Хера себе. Что это за заклятия такие они? Охуели совсем, блядь. Ленточку повязали и все. Если ее развязать, пизда, проститутки. Охуеть, блядь. Типа гарант безопасности, да? Вообще-то нужно было, наверное, за скрюченным дядюшкой.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Не нужна тебе минута, блядь. Я уже здесь.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
Да? Хочешь, я тебе тоже?
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We
Пару
all
ошибок,
have.
блядь,
He
серьезно?
made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls.
So it's all my fucking fault then.
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck?
Тебе не было
I
выбора.
did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
Твоя жизнь дороже твоей да?
You think that'll help?
Да, ты пойдешь со мной, либо
You still haven't learned, have you? Still the same old fucking moron. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Так я их найду.
It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done,
Я тебя
right?
посажу, потом.
George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. Well, what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them, what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
How could you do this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die.
Поэтому ты сделала
When we
ленточки.
built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just...
Вова идет.
If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead.
Думаешь, я тебя не арестую, что ли? Конечно,
Kill her
блядь,
then.
арестую.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Разобрался?
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Не хотел. Сейчас будете здесь. Мне похуй будет. То, что вы делали, реально дерьмо, блядь. Ты еще и подкинул головы, блядь. Нахуя ты подкидывал головы к этому, блядь? К администрации.
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Сдох. Ну и хер с ним.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Чем ему вспоминать, он сейчас сдохнет?
Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
Рядом с мертвой подружкой, блядь. Два уёбка
Prove it
сделали
then.
хуйню, блядь.
No more games, all right. We both know
Думаете,
how
мне
this
её
ends.
жаль? Нихера, она тупая шлюха. Охуеть, блядь.
Just make it quick.
Оставить его умирать.
I know what I did.
Мне похуй на тебя. Страдай, мразь.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
Умирай в одиночестве.
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Fuck you!
Ты даже не говорил мне,
Piece of
где
shit.
уже, на что не подписываются, когда одевают эти ленточки мудила, блядь. Дядюшка тоже свое получит. Только я попробую его, конечно, привести живым. Чтобы, типа, все официально. Всех убью нахуй. Кровавую Мэри убью. Братьев не буду убивать, они... Ну, они, блядь, идиоты. Они мафиози, идиоты. Типа, если будут въебываться, я их убью. И демона тоже не буду убивать. У меня счеты Кровавой Мэри исключен денежки. Все. Кровавую Мэри я ёбну.
Still warm. He's here, all right. Of course.
Сама собой закрылась, да? Там, наверное, невидимая пружина стоит. Жаль, не Вивиан. Да пошла нам в жопу. За нее две хорошие девушки погибли. Как она сделала, интересно, ленточки? Уже магия вот наложила, наверное. Все равно мразоты. Охуеть, такую хуйню придумали. Разве есть ей оправдание? Разберись с ними. Не мог просто их взять, ну отпиздить, блядь, ну разберись с ними. Ну возьми, приведи их в свой ебаный, блядь, погреб, нахуй, кинь туда, попизди, блядь. Пусть не посидят там неделю, блядь, без воды, блядь, без еды, блядь. Но убивать нахуя? Разобрался он, блядь, с ними. Идиот тупой. Ты тоже как бы хуёвые способы решения проблемы, но это не убийство. Так.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Смеешься, да? Сейчас ты будешь рожать. Мразота.
You used to be something.
Кто? Фото. What the fuck?
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Российская ковер. Как херня называлась? 9 путей хаоса? Или сколько? 8? Подожди, 9-конечная звезда. Второй, я не помню. Так, раз, два, три. 8-конечная звезда хаоса. Все, вспомнил.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Ничего. Сейчас начнется. В этом я хорош. Я еще ни разу не просрал. Я кину ее в чан с расплавленным металлом. Это было бы круто, я на месте. Эти не 12-летний пацан. Тварь. Интересно, я поебал.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Давай. Блядь, я ж попал. Да что ж такое? На. Ну и где же ты? Психованная маньячка. Тебе нет места здесь. Я ж попал. Блядь. Попал. очень как в сказке. Привет. До свидания. Тварыга. Убедил тебя. Мразь. Маньячка сраная. Так, теперь мне нужно восстановиться, да? Но это было круто. Я даже не ожидал, что он станет реально волком. Огромным волком. Серым. Когда он начал дуть, это вообще было круто. Красиво, красиво сделано. Так, теперь скрючен дядюшка. Думаешь, ты думал, что ты уйдешь? Херас 2. Ты слишком много дел
Hello,
напросил.
Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive.
И ты сдашься?
Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Хорошо, давай.
And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going?
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Блять, а если это реально все Белоснежка подстроила?
And your punishment will follow.
Я хера знает, конечно, но такой вариант, конечно, был бы крышесносителен. Просто я бы охуел бы в край. что если это Белоснежка все подстроила, она узнала о том, что это как его, Крейг или Крейтон, как его. Я уже забыл этого хуя старого. Любил ее, что он ходил с Лили. Она увидела момент, оторвала, то есть отвязала эту ленточку, забрала голову, подкинула. Блядь, ну это серьезно, конечно. По-идиотски звучит, но, блядь, это было бы круто, если бы они все логически объяснили.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister!
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering
Блять, я
the
сейчас охуею, но реально
I
походу
thought it best
убийца
if we do
главный.
this as soon as possible.
Или это все подстроило,
The
я не
Crooked Man
знаю.
is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel
Он
now?
сдох.
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
Dead.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
Ну,
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only
ой,
then.
блядь.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby
Так-то да.
Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're an...
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Да дайте ему сказать, блядь.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right,
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start
Да,
doing things
потому что все рот
correctly.
закрыли.
No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions.
Не, ну он так говорит правильно, блядь. Они
What about
никто не
Lily?
заставлял
She wasn't
брать
free.
его.
She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position.
Ну так-то да.
You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that-
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some
охуели?
mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Мы вдвоем сделали больше для этого
And
города,
so
чем
does
вы
the
все вместе
sheriff.
взятые.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help. and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Они все на моей стороне, мудак.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie killed them.
Let me just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily...
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always
Люди
him.
поддерживают
Georgie
вас.
would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Синий барат нормальный мужик, оказывается.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This
we...
is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you...
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people
Я шериф в
want.
этом
That's
городе.
Okay.
Рот закрой.
Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Итак.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Да, блядь.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
Пока. До свидания.
No, I won't.
До свидания. Закон в этом городе.
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Да-да-да. Я самый плохой, да? Да пошли вы все в жопу, блядь. Собрались нахуй здесь. Сборище уёбков. Одни, блядь, привыкли жить как принцы, блядь, поэтому тратят дохерища денег и залезают в долги. Другие не знают, как зарабатывать деньги, блядь, поэтому нахуй грабят, воруют. Третьи, блядь, дают деньги, нахуй, для города и думают, что поэтому все им должны. А четвертые, блядь, думают, что пизда им дает право решать все. Я шериф в этом городе. Я здесь закон. Поняли, блядь? Мне похуй, вы шериф. Блядь. Охуенно, чё. Придется перезапускать. Не, ну охерели, реально, блядь. Что за сборище? Это чисто вот американская игра, блядь. Все собрались и друг на друга орут. Давайте сделаем так, блядь, запрем его. Нихуя себе. Он, блядь, столько дерьма сделал для города. Он столько проблем создал, блядь. Он придумал такую хуйню, как ленточки, блядь, которые отрывают нахуй голову, блядь. Он отдал приказ убить Веру, блядь, с ебаной Лили, просто потому что они захотели уйти из его бизнеса. Он почувствовал, что он теряет контроль. Давайте запрем его. Давайте. Бабушка решила запереть его. Да иди нахуй, бабушка, блядь. Красавица тоже охуевшая. Ну, а вдруг вы не правы? А вдруг, блядь, так, блядь. Хотя первая должна орать, чтобы его убили к хуям из-за своих долгов. Переселились бы уже в нормальную квартиру, блядь, а не в этот ебаный, блядь, дворец, нахуй, в котором они живут. Люстра у них, нахуй, на пол квартиры, блядь. Когда она горит, наверное, там ГЭС все электричество отдает со всего города, блядь. Слов нет, нахуй, чтобы найти. Охерели, совсем уже в край. Не сказания, а сборище каких-то... Пиздец. Ну это вот чисто американское правосудие. Все решает глаз народа, блядь. Законы идут нахуй. Если есть обстоятельства, при которых человек может быть оправдан, все. Закон нахуй идет. Если, блядь, человек сбросит атомную бомбу на город и убьет, блядь, полтора миллиона людей, блядь, его можно оправдать. Если там был смертельно больной, который разносил чумную заразу, блядь, хуям собачьим, который не лечится.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Ладно, осталось решить последний вопрос со Снежкой. Даст ли она мне или нет?
This fucking line.
Ты здесь валяешься. Наконец-то меня уважают в этом городе и не спорят, когда я прохожу по очереди.
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Ой, все, блядь, иди нахуй тогда.
We'll talk later, okay?
Толк летом. Хорошо. Поговорим летом.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Да мне похуй, пусть ебется с лысым.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Я проходил так, как я хотел. Конечно, немного обидно, что она типа предпочла лысого мне. Но бабы тупые. Видите ли, я не дал ей контроля немного, блядь, чтобы она решила судьбу, чтобы она не долезала, оказывается. Да пошла ты в жопу. У меня вон русалочка есть. Они на ферму уезжают.
I'm going! Jesus!
Я же дал тебе деньги.
We only have like 5 minutes.
And carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit!
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
How are you, holding up? know this isn't ideal for you.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Bye.
Goodbye, TJ.
Goodbye.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He must have run off.
Bullshit.
Saying goodbye?
Ты тоже уезжаешь?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Давай.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start.
Сначала.
Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Так это ты все-таки делала.
You?
I walked her over here.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that.
Не знаю, как это все.
When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way.
Как-то все нелогично.
We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened.
Реально,
You
вот
listened.
за всю
when
игру
no one
меня
else
бесит,
would.
что они смотрят
You
на меня
knew
как на
when to show
уёбка
mercy,
последнего. Вот
and you
я
brought
столько всего
justice
для
to
них
this
сделал,
town.
для них
Finally.
этого недостаточно.
Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason.
Я хочу
And I
съебаться.
left Faith at your doorstep because I knew.
Я просто
hope I've
хочу
at least done some good
подать
here.
рапорт на увольнение и съебаться. Пошла нахуй.
You've
Пусть сама со
changed
всем
this
разбирается.
place.
А я
For
уеду по
better or
богам.
worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
На ферму. Уеду на ферму, буду там жить. Я бы
You're
так
not
сделал.
as bad
Пошла
as
нахуй.
everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Что? Бля. Я... Нихуя. Не понял. Блять, я...
Пиздец, я сейчас об этом думать буду нахуй весь оставшийся день. Ну нахуя они это сделали? Я, походу, не вышел на хорошую концовку. Я не узнал, как все было на самом деле. Пиздец, я нахуй. Я не знаю, блядь, я устал. Мне нужно думать над этим всем. Пиздец. О, Господи, что? Как же так? Что же мне делать? Получается, Вера все это заварила. Понять. Лиса. Что не могу понять. Ладно, я не хочу проходить второй раз эту игру, поэтому я буду... Сейчас полезу в интернет. Всем спасибо, все свободны. Вам узнаете, что будет дальше. Приобретите комиксы сегодня. Так там еще и комиксы есть, да? Комиксы еще будем сегодня читать. Заебись. Блять, я хочу спать. Не хочу думать над этой темой, что произошло тогда. Что случилось? Блин. Ну-ка, что в бонусах? От своего отца Северного Ветра. Ну, я до хренища не открыл, кстати. Одну не открыл в 5-й главе. Это... принц Лоуренс. Подожди, а почему он сказал, что Вера его убила? Это было
была она, Вера. Ой, все, идите просто в жопу. Я уже ни хрена не понимаю, какого хрена здесь творится. Я все просрал.